Opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or messages posted in chat are strictly their own personal views and do not reflect the views of Bolin Services, Inc., a 501c3 nonprofit organization, nor does it reflect the views of the sponsors of this program. Political commentary, if any, are strictly personal opinions and should not be construed as endorsements of or opposition to any political party, candidate, or voter initiative by Bolin Services, Inc. This audio-visual presentation is copyrighted by Kenneth W. Bolin. No rebroadcast, retransmission, simulcast, or other distribution of this video or the audio associated with it is permitted without the express written permission of Kenneth W. Bolin. All original content on this presentation is owned in full and solely by Kenneth W. Bolin.
Alright, let's get the right size screen up there. Alrighty, I do not know if any of y'all can hear me because my microphone is being picked up by Google. You know, like when I go to Google Assistance, the microphone's picking it up then, but I'm not seeing the meters move. It's moving on my mixer, but I didn't see it moving in Streamyard Studios. So if not, I'm going to have to do the show on the AirPods tonight. So somebody say something and tell me if you can hear me. Well, I guess I got to type that because if you can't hear me, you can't hear me. Oh, Jesus. Get the right glasses here. All right. We'll wait for someone to reply. Do. And then if not, then I'm going to have to go to the AirPods. No sense saying anything until somebody says something. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I did not see my meters moving in YouTube Studios. So I was wondering if that was the case. How you doing, Team Maker? Good to see you. And Vanessa, how you doing? Good to see you. We are on very early tonight due to the World Series. How many idiots were up at 3 o'clock in the morning watching the World Series? I was. I went to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock last night. And I woke up at 1 o'clock to start the World Series. Little did I know that 6.5 hours later, 6 hours and 39 minutes to be exact, the World Series would still be going. Wow. I ended up watching key plays because Chris Schmidt ruined the ball game for me by saying, "King, I'm shocked you're not watching the ball game. They're in the 15th inning." I had just started the national anthem. So now I already know the damn game's going 15 innings. So there you go. I got the haircut today. I got a neighbor friend of mine upstairs that works at a barber shop in Fern Creek. He didn't go into work today, and I told him I was desperate for a haircut. I'd missed like my last 2 or 3 times to go get one. And he came down here today and brought all of his equipment with him and got my own personal haircut today here in my home. The only negative thing is I had to vacuum up all the hair he cut, and it was a lot. And but no, he did me pretty good, and he only charged me $20, but I gave him 40 because he had a flat tire and was running a little low on money to get a new tire or a used tire. Can't get a new one for that price. So I felt bad for him. So even though I normally get me and my son get our haircut 2 for $15 at Fantastic Sam's. They give us a buy one, get one free deal. I think we tip them $7 on top of it. So it's 2 for $22. Well, today I paid 40 for one. But now he's good to me. He helps me with my yard, which he said he would gladly do for the next couple of weeks for me, where I wouldn't have to do it, and takes my trash down for me. He's a big help to me. And I give him extra food when I have extra around here, make sure he's good. And so we look out for each other, and he's a good guy. Hi there, cow dog. Howdy, cow. You want to come up and see? You want to say hi? Yeah, you don't say hi as much as Scooby does, do you? And what do we got? We got the images there in the background on the 100-inch TV. Bob is enjoying Nerd Night tonight. Plus, we're on very early. I was going to skip the show altogether tonight, but we got to make some money. We had a good night the other night, but we were way behind from not doing shows for almost a month. So if anybody that can do anything tonight, it's greatly appreciated. Whether it's $10, $20, whatever, it will be greatly appreciated. I don't know. You tell me how it goes. You ain't got a badge. Supposed to be subscriber. Well, at least he's a subscriber. We were going to make it members only tonight, but God forbid anybody spend $3 to be a member of the show. Now, we got quite a few members, just nowhere near enough to do what we need to do. I did reach out today to Anthony, I let Anthony know what I was doing. To Anthony Scaramucci, to Mark Cuban and Andrew Yang. Sent them the paperwork on my 501c3. Let them know what we're doing, what projects we're working on, what we're looking to get done. So many Filipino families needing help with their homes. Floors replaced, roofs replaced, mattresses, pillows. Probably an average of $500 per house. I've been here in the past and donated to you. It's been a hot minute. Hope all's well. Well, you're certainly welcome to donate again. We certainly use it. What name did you donate under? Because I guarantee you it wasn't under the name that you're using in here right now. That we do know. How you doing? Nice to see you. As for you're the daughter, so I'm daddy to the daughter. I think the mom has called me daddy before. That really makes me feel old. This is the kids at school call her Shane. I call her Mary Ann. Shane is apparently some star in the Philippines, but I'm not familiar with who it is. She just took her big exam yesterday. I think she's a senior in high school, I think. Let's see. I don't want to say, well, God forbid. Brandon B. Woodsboro, North Carolina. Okay, I got you. Well, I've been in Charlotte a few times. My biological father's beach house was in North Carolina, and TC from the NC, who donates on just about every show we do, lives in North Carolina, but I do forget the city. For a $25 donation tonight, he had me make my picture that you see on the wall there of me in New England Patriots gear, and that's something else I'm doing. For any of the fans out there that would like to have that picture, only without the King Bee, and with me wearing either Louisville Cardinals gear, Kentucky Wildcats, New England Patriots, Dallas Mavericks, which I sent for Mark Cuban today. I did one for Anthony Scaramucci as the New York Mets. I did the New York Yankees for Vince Russo today, and not to be name dropping or anything. I didn't do one for Andrew Yang, though, because I don't know what his favorite teams are. He's probably a Mets fan, if I had to guess, but he might be a Yankee. Who knows? But I did the Yankees for Russo, the Mets for Anthony Scaramucci, the Mavericks for Mark Cuban, and I even did one hockey team, but Bob's not here tonight. But I don't want to. Are you wanted by the law? I don't want to say. I use my full name on every show for 14 years. No one's come pick me up yet, but no, it's all right. But yeah, if you can help us out a little bit, man, we'd greatly appreciate it. Grew up watching it and discovered you when I watched OVW. Well, you didn't watch OVW in Charlotte unless you were catching it on the YouTube. Maybe if you were catching it on the YouTube. And like I said, we are on very early tonight. I wasn't even going to do a show tonight because I didn't want to go head to head with the World Series. And then someone said, well, why don't you go on early? I said, well, shit, I guess we can. And hell, even if we make $60-$80 in here tonight, at least that'll feed one or two families. We got one family needs medication for her kids. I'll have to go through my phone, and unless she's watching it here, she might be able to remind me who it is. Still working, but wanted to drop by and say hi. Hey, who we got there? Who is that? Oh, Jazzy Janet. How you doing, Jazzy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Appreciate you dropping in. Yeah, we don't get to see you in the chat room a whole lot. Bob had a long day at work today, too, and then he wants to do Nerd Night on Tuesday nights. Thursday night, if I come on, it's going to be early again, Because Thursday night is two of my favorite teams, even though they both have sucked this year, is the Miami Dolphins versus the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens have won one game. The Dolphins have won two. The Dolphins look like world beaters this week on Sunday, so bless their little hearts. But even though they both suck, I'm going to watch the game. I need to do something here. Amazon, change dim light 3 to blue.
Okay.
There we go. Takes a little bit of the glare out of that over there. Amazon, change dim light 2 to blue.
Okay.
Okay, see what it does there? It takes a little bit of the glare out from behind the television a little bit. All I need is this light here to have some brightness to it. Hang on here. Amazon, change dim light 4 to soft white.
Okay.
And added a little bit more light there. That's a light over here to the right of the 70-inch screen. That's a light to the left of it. And I have 2 lights above my head that are on soft white. But yeah, oh, by the way, tonight, all the shows this month brought to you on StreamYard have been sponsored by Randy the Macho Man Satterley. Bob has had some finances come up that he wasn't really braced for. He normally sponsors the StreamYard shows. But Macho Man Randy Satterley said he would sponsor this month's show if we could get somebody else to do the second month, somebody to do the third month. And it's $44.99 a month. So this month's shows will be brought to you by Randy the Macho Man Satterley, and I forgot to mention that, so I needed to get that in there real quick. Shout out to our sponsors, Jimmy John's, Arby's, and Blaze. Blaze Pizza hosted myself and Eric Watts, son of Bill Watts, former quarterback of the Louisville Cardinals. He and I had a great dinner over at Blaze. Jay is one of the great trivia people of all time, and he's also a huge collector of memorabilia. And he was dropping stuff on Eric Watts that Eric didn't know about his career. He's done the same thing to me. He'll remind me stuff I did, and I go, I didn't do that. And someone sent me a video the other day and says, Kenny, you're in this video. And I'm looking at it, and I'm trying to figure out where I am. And it was Russ McCullough body slamming me from 2001 at the latest. I also caught Dutch Mantel in a lie. Either that or a lie, or his Donald Trump syndrome has set in. And he know not what he speak when he was talking about Russ McCullough. I'll give the true story of what Dutch had to say about Russ McCullough. Now, I don't think he was lying. I think he just forgot. I'll stick to that. Let's see here. I don't know why I got the goddamn AirPods in. I'd have a guest tonight, so I can just take... No wonder I can't hear shit. Because when you got the AirPods in... Now, if I had a... AirPods are a great idea. But I don't have a guest tonight. I was going to have one. As a matter of fact, my sweet friend Sakia was going to do the show tonight. But hello, Marianne. Nice to see you in here today. Marianne's off school today. Why are you off school today, sweetie? Cheska, I thought you were on your way to the clinic there, sweetie. You got your profile picture I made you. How you doing, Cheska? I thought you was on your way to the clinic. You're welcome, honey. We help as much as we can, but as you know, if people don't donate, we can't help much. So, but we're trying. Let me see if anyone's donated anything yet. We shall see. Not a one. Now, wait a minute. We do TC from the NC, who, by the way, I did make myself as a New England Patriot just for TC from the NC. He got that. Did he do 2? I think he did 2. TC, yeah, he did 2. So $30 in donations for TC. Well, thank you, TC. It's very sweet of you. And I did make him a New England Patriot version of, do I need to adjust my camera a little bit? Give me a second here. I get picky about this. I don't know why. No one gives a shit but me. Let me go in here. I'm not going to go with AI tracking. There we go. Need to move over just a little bit. Guess I can bring it down one, too. I mean, how much of that screen do y'all need to see, really? How much of it do you need to see? There you go. Y'all know how big the damn TV is, right? You all know how big it is. All righty, there you go. So yeah, I had to get the King Bee lined up there. So we have $30 in donations from TC from the NC, and he says, I challenge anybody out there to match my $30. So there we go. Well, there's a name I ain't seen in forever, Stephen Fowler. And doesn't have a membership, but there he is. Hey, Stephen. How's it going? We haven't seen, maybe when I come on earlier, I get new people in here that I haven't seen in a while. How you doing, Stephen? Good to see you. Like I said, we're trying to raise money for these families in need. A lot of them are needing rice. Some of them are needing medicine. Cheska might be needing a little extra help with her meds and labs. She's having a urinalysis test today. She's on some medication. I paid for a good chunk of it, but she might be needing a little bit more help. So if we could raise about $20 for Cheska, I need to raise about another $30 for a young lady who's got a kid in the hospital who's got several medications he needs. But believe it or not, we can get all three of those medications for about $30. We did the same thing with Eunice's family the other day. A little Yeling needed 4 medications, but we got all 4 of them for about $30. We also bought her family 110 pounds of rice because there's 8 kids and 2 adults. We bought Eunice's family 110 pounds of rice. Paid for health insurance for a pregnant girl there. I think she's either 19, 20 years old now. She's pregnant. Her husband's working in Manila, but he doesn't make much money. So we helped get them a thing called PhilaHealth, and it cost about $30 to get the kid insured. So she doesn't have to pay a shitload of money when she goes to the hospital. We did the same thing for Eunice's mother. Believe it or not, you can get PhilaHealth insurance for about $30, maybe 40. But we got it taken care of. From there. I know that I reached out to Jeff Sanford, who matched the donations of the previous show. We had made $125, and Jeff matched that donation, so we made $250. And then we got a couple of late donations that come in and made it a $300 night. Sounds like a lot of money until you start giving it to the people that need it, and then it doesn't last as long. So, but no, good to see you, Stephen. And hey, Stephen, if you see the ways to donate there, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, very many different, food for Filipinos at gmail.com, Kenny Bolin at msn.com. If you want to donate to the 501c3 account, you can do that at Bolin Services Incorporated at gmail.com. And I think I even have a QR code in here somewhere. Let me go see if I can find it. That ain't it. QR code. Here we go. So there's the QR code if that helps some of you. And if you would like to donate, click the QR code. I think that one goes directly to the 501c3 PayPal account. And you're even welcome to donate there if you like. So we'll leave the QR code up because all the sponsors are rather well seen here. We see them pretty good. I don't think we have any issues there. Get back to the comments. Ask any comments you like. Stephen, you're in here. You got a question? What's up? Let's see. What did Jazzy Jana say? I didn't get to. It's been very busy. We're really getting off late, doing events, doing work. I'll be glad. I hear you there. I had a lengthy day. I never got my nap today. I might be in a mood. Sometimes I get in a mood when I don't get. I didn't get no nap today. I didn't get no nap yesterday. I booked 5 hotels yesterday, 3 today. Normally I do 3 a week. And it normally takes you 3 or 4 days to find the hotels that you need if you got to find new ones. But I've booked 8 hotels in 3 days. 2 days. 2.5 days. No, 2 days. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, today's only Tuesday. So, and I'm going to stay here tonight. Hopefully we make our at least $60. We've got 30 from one guy. So if there's anybody out there that can match that, we need to raise that medication money for the young girl. I mean, I could look her damn name up. We could do her that much justice. Let me back the microphone. I'm just glad the microphone's working because it's not working on some of my stuff. Oh, Randy the Macho Man Satterley with an extra $20. Thank you, Macho Man. Appreciate it. As tonight's StreamYard show brought to you by Randy the Macho Man Satterley, who, by the way, is doing some charitable work of his own. He's up in another state right now, a good ways from here, helping a friend of his that's needing some rehab. And he drove from Lexington a long way, past Louisville, way past here, to go to another state to help take care of a friend in need. And you know what I say, a friend in need is no friend indeed. Me and Cornette used to say that all the time back in the days. So we have $30 combined out of TC from the NC, $20 from the Macho Man, plus he covered the $44.99 Streamyard payment, with $45, which was very kind of him to do that. We'll be looking for another sponsor next month, but the Macho Man got us, because we paid it last month, and then we only did one show. So Bob probably cussing me for that one. And Bob and I normally go halves on StreamYard. But with $300 in cuts to my Social Security check, thank you, Mr. Trump, they're now getting ready to do away with food assistance, which I've been getting food assistance, God, ever since 2007. And that's going away in 3 days. They said we're not going to get November help if the government stays shut down, and nobody seems to be budging. Who do you blame? Well, the Democrats cannot cave in, because if they do, about 15 to 20 million people's health insurance are going to double, triple, and quadruple, depending on the state you live in. Ask Chris Schmidt. Chris Schmidt's rates are getting ready to go through the moon. My health benefits are being cut dramatically. I just got called by my insurance company, Aetna, letting me know everything I'm taking drastic reductions in next month. Fortunately, not the outrageous premiums that a lot of people have to pay, but my benefits are going to be dramatically cut in vision, dental, various other areas. So, but food assistance, I normally get $298 a month. It just went up, and now I'm not going to get it. And that's a hit. So that's $600 a month I'm losing in the old man assistance that I've earned for being 65 years old and disabled, and not going to get it. So it's tough. It's really tough. And then you got all these air traffic controllers working for free. They're about fed up. But here's why I'm really fed up. And this will be all about politics I do tonight, unless y'all want some more. The Congress and the Senate voted as to who gets paid and who doesn't get paid during government shutdowns. And guess what? Several years ago, because I remember when it happened, they voted for the military not to get paid. Just basically all government workers, all federal government workers, not to get paid during a shutdown. Well, what is a congressman and a senator? They are a fucking paid worker. The president, the vice president, speaker of the House, all these people, paid government workers. Well, guess what vote they took? They took a vote to see whether they get paid or not, even though no one fucking else gets paid in the government. And guess what they voted? Well, believe it or not, quite a few Democrats said, you know what? If they don't get paid, we don't get paid. Quite a few Democrats. I forget the exact number, but it was quite a few. It wasn't all of them, but it was quite a few. Democrats said, no, if they don't get paid, we don't get paid. And then we might motivate our ass to get shit done. Well, some people won't be, because a lot of people, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who has turned on the Republicans recently, a lot of Republicans make a shitload of money doing speaking engagements, podcasting. We don't pay these fuckers to podcast. I blew that. I started to say I get paid to podcast. Well, I'm here to raise money as a podcaster. But no, this is the richest Congress and richest Senate that we've ever had. More billionaires and millionaires than ever in the history of the Congress and the Senate. Most of them don't need their fucking paycheck that they get, which ranges anywhere from $170,000 to maybe $270,000. And then you got the vice president. He gets, Trump gets $440, and I think the vice president gets $280, something like that. $240, I don't know. It's in that area. So that's what they get. They don't fucking need it, because Trump has made $6 billion for him and his family off the presidency this year alone. He hasn't been in there a full year yet. And through grifting and watch selling, taking free fucking airplanes, trying to pay himself $230 million, wanting to spend $350 million on a ballroom. And then he claims, he said, well, I got a $130 million donation to pay the soldiers, because, see, the soldiers don't get paid either. You know what $130 million does? It gives every soldier $100. Well, thank you, to quote Gomer Pyle, another former Marine. Thank you. So Trump's acting like $130 million is going to go to every goddamn soldier. Well, it's not. Somebody out there who doesn't want to be named donated $130 million. Here, this is for the soldiers. Trump's acting like, and he doesn't tell you that only $100 goes to every soldier. He won't tell you that. You had to take investigators to get that information. So that's how bad we're getting fucked right now. All of us, one way or the other. And then there's some of you out there that worship this guy, and I do not get it. Do your goddamn homework. That's all I ask you to do. Sponsors, do remember, I'm not telling you how to think. I'm just hoping you do. So that's the political talk for tonight, is that we got $350 million, and it'll be more than that before it's over with, to build a ballroom that nobody fucking wants. Yeah, they might need something better than tents, but we don't need a 350 during a government fucking shutdown. They have an emergency fund to take care of the food stamp thing that would buy us another 30 days. They got $6 billion. It takes $8 billion to take care of everybody in America on food stamps every month. That's single moms, that's disabled people, elderly citizens. But Tommy Tuberville said, well, we got too damn many able-bodied working men in Alabama collecting food stamps anyway. It's good for them. It's good we'll shut down. Well, guess what? As soon as the government unshuts down, everybody gets their fucking food stamps, including your too many single guys in Alabama that are able to work. Well, you're the fucking senator of fucking Alabama. You do something about Alabama. Let everybody else worry about themselves. You're worried about how many single guys in Alabama are getting food stamps? You do something about it. Don't penalize the rest of the country for your fucking ignorance. Tommy Tuberville, you stupid fucking backwoods football coach. Told you all I was in the mood tonight. He's a stupid fucking backwoods football coach that because football fans put his dumb ass in office, this is what you got. A stupid, racist, ignorant fucking football coach who is a United States senator because, well, we recognize his name. He coached some good football. What was he, Auburn? I forget where the fuck he was. But he's a dumb fuck. And that's what he had to say today. So now single moms, disabled people, senior citizens like myself, now don't get their food. And there's a lot of people out there a lot worse off than I am. I'm creative. I'll fucking figure out a way. I'm not worried about me, but there's a lot of other people out there that really need some serious help, just like our Filipino fans. Our Louisville metro area's homeless people. They need help. So, let's see if any of my speeches has motivated anybody. No, not a fucking one of you. 2 people have donated. Scott B-Body. Come on, man. Shit. Come on. Something. I'm not asking you to empty your fucking bank accounts. $5 or $10 to help these people, to help them get medicine, rice, food, a tarp if they need it to keep dry. Scott, I've donated before. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, it's been a long fucking time because I ain't seen your name in here in a long time. Come on. Come on. Jan Jones in here needed school money yesterday. They needed rice. I got them a bunch of their stuff, but I didn't have enough money to get them their school exam. They had to borrow money to get it. I'd like to help them pay that money back because they're going to need food with that money. So come on, guys. Help out a little bit. Don't be little dipshits. B-Dobby. What the fuck's B-Dobby anyway? Explain that. I know you're still here. Man. 2 people. All right. Well, the longest I will be here is till 8:15. Hopefully we can get another $30, $40 in here to help these kids with medication and their food and the things they need. Jazzy Jana did donate, God, I think it was, $40 not too long ago? And she said she'll donate more when she can, when she gets paid again. We appreciate that. Jeff Sanford's done more than his fucking share. He matched the entire room with it. He's on Social Security. He probably doesn't get a whole hell of a lot more than I do. And he donated $125 in Seattle. It's not a cheap city to live in, but matched the entire room the other day so people could get some help. So, I don't know. Let's see. So 20, yeah, that's where we're at. 20, 30. So we got a grand total of 50. We're trying to get at least 80. I know I said 60, but I forgot about medication for that one kid. That's going to be about $23, $24. So, all right. Yeah, don't everybody speak up at once. I wouldn't ask anything either. Told you I was in I didn't give him a nap. Well, here we go. What do we got here? 25% of Walmart's income is. I don't doubt that a bit. Oh, I have no doubt. So we're screwing Walmart. Screwed if they don't cut a deal. No, you're exactly right. Walmart, I'm sure Costco, a good chunk of change goes to that. Thank you for the comment. I didn't see it. Don't know if you've donated or not, but it would help. Let's see. His name has become a... Well, it's been a swear word with me for quite. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I remember you. And you donate from time to time. Maybe you got a few dollars you could help us out with. Like I said, I'm not asking any of you to empty your bank accounts. I'm not asking any of you to hurt yourselves. But, I had one guy the other day. Well, I just went to Mexico. I just got back. You ain't got $10 or $20? Well, times are tough. I didn't get to go to Mexico. Never left the country. And where are you from there? But no, that's a good point you make. That's a good point. I would have thought Walmart's income might be every bit of 25-35% EBT. A lot of poor people shop at fucking Walmart. Costco is a warehouse place, but I shop at Costco. Why? Because I get a lot more food for the dollar there. I got Costco. I had Costco bring me food about 3 or 4 days ago, and I'm trying to load up before they shut down my food stamp card. Because there's rumors they might shut it down and not even let you spend what you got on it. So, better to be safe than sorry. I mean, I can freeze food. I can put shit in the cabinets, put shit in the refrigerator, and hope this goddamn thing doesn't last any more than 30 days. But by the way, Tommy Tuberville's a dumb fuck. If you voted for Tommy Tuberville, I got questions about your fucking insanity. Or sanity. Either one. But maybe Blake can do a little bit. Maybe this one here, who brought up a good point, and he doesn't have a badge, so $3 you can spend right there. Paul RJ down in Australia, he donates 10 or 20 bucks every now and then when he can. Donated 20 bucks not too long ago. Thank you, Paul RJ. And yeah, I'm sure that name has become a swear word, and it's going to become a swear word against a lot more people, because a lot of people that I'm going to bring down bacon. I'm going to bring down eggs. Well, he didn't have shit to do with eggs to begin with. Eggs was because of the goddamn bird flu. There ain't nothing that Biden or Kamala Harris or Bill Bradley or anybody else could have done about that. Shit's going to happen. But they found the mark price like they did with sodas. 12 packs of soda now are $11 to $12.99. A 2-liter Dr. Pepper today I saw at Kroger. Supposed to be good buys at Kroger. $3.99 for a 2-liter Dr. Pepper. It ain't been long ago. It was $1.50 when they weren't on sale. $1.89 on sale. 99 cents, 79 cents, 69 cents. $3.99 for a fucking 2-liter Dr. Pepper. The off-brand soda was $1.39. So yeah, that looks like a great buy. Like, I haven't had no sleep. I'm irritable. The more I see this stupid fuck do, the more it irritates me. Tearing down the fucking White House, tearing it down before getting congressional approval to do so, which they would have never given him. They might have let him build a stupid fucking ballroom, but they weren't going to let him tear down the East Wing to do it. So he just tears it down anyway. And now he addresses the military in Japan, stating, "Oh, we might be needing you. We're going to send the National Guard into these Democrat cities that are crime-ridden," even though 7 of the top 10 crime-ridden states are Republican. 7 of the top 10, the only one he ever sent one to was Memphis. You know why? Because it was a black Democratic mayor. So he wanted to fuck with him. Trump loves the black people, loves to fuck with them. So, racist bitch. I have had my fill of that racist bitch. I really have. I got no fucking use for racism, and if you don't think that son of a bitch ain't a piece of shit racist, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Because he loves to fuck with black people. He loves to fuck with Mexicans. He loves to fuck... Oh, the white Africans are welcome to come here, but not the black ones. Well, if that don't tell you who the fuck he is, I don't know what does. The white people are welcome to come here. Just keep the dark people out. Let's just do that. And I about had it with fucking ICE as well. Hi, Jazzy. Went to get snacks for our department Halloween party back. Oh, my fucking God. $20 for a box of goddamn candy. Full-size Krispy Treats. Oh, there you go. I mean, you can shop, and every now and then you'll find a buy. You know what I got? I got 98 protein bars. 96. I got 96 protein bars because I'm stocking up in case shit hits the fan, which is probably going to do. I got 96 protein bars that are normally, the normal price on them was like $40 for 2 boxes. I got the 2 boxes for $11 a box, so 22. So for $22, I have almost 100 protein bars. And if you're hungry, it's a meal. You know, I eat one of those and I'm fine. And I had about 20 left over from another brand I'd bought. These are the salty peanut. I forgot the brand. But normally it was like $22 a box. It'd been about $44. And I got 2 boxes of them for $22 at Costco. But you couldn't buy them for that price at Costco because me and my son were there shopping the other day. We were going to just buy them. No, that wasn't an option. You had to go home and order them and get them delivered and then tip the driver. So that was how that went. But no, thank you for chiming in tonight, Jazzy. I really appreciate it. I got about 18 minutes left here to desperately try to raise another $30. The names that I'd mentioned that are watching the show, it didn't work. None of you donated. Come on, guys. Blake, I know you're normally good. Blake, give me a reason. Come on, Blake. It ain't like you donate every show. Come on, Blake. I know you're good for 20. Come on. Don't make me look you up. Don't make me do it. There's video of me whipping John Cena's ass. There's video of me whipping Mark Henry. Is that enough? There's video of me beating Matt Capitelli. There's video of me beating The Big Show. There's definitely video of me beating Rico because I saw it recently. And there's video of me feathering Jimmy Cornette. That was fun. He had that shit coming. So come on, guys. Let's help out a little bit. You know what the show's for. You know what we do here. And unlike Filipinos, I'm not shy. I'm not shy to ask for help. That's why I swallowed my pride and wrote lengthy, detailed letters to Andrew Yang and Mark Cuban today. Because the support here is a little lacking sometimes. We got a few of you out there that are real good. The Jazzy Janas, the Macho Mans, Randy Satterley, the Jeff Sanfords, the Daniel Limleys, a few others. I'm sure there's some people I'm leaving out. Of course, me and Bob do everything we can. But, and if I'm leaving your name out, I'm sorry, Michael Ryder, of course, who just donated $30 the other day. Sidney Martin chimes in every now and then. Not recently, but every now and then. Chris Schmidt even donated $20 the other day. I try to shame him into more, but he has habits. Robert Kennedy, we haven't heard from in a while. Jamie Joshua buys services from me. He likes me to make promo videos for him, but he must be broke. Hadn't heard from him in a while. I'm looking here. Just had dinner with my buddy Eric Watts. We've chatted a little bit today. Matt Atkins donates from time to time. Matt, are you watching the show? Need some help. TC from the NC, there he is. He's the star of the game tonight. $30. The other star of the game is the Macho Man, who paid for StreamYard and sent another 20. No one else has done shit. Jazzy Jana helped out last week. I'm just looking here. Daniel Shanley wouldn't donate if his fucking life depended on it. Pam Ortiz is Canadian and always claims she's broke, so we don't even ask her. There's Mark Cuban from where I wrote him today. John Mosier donated I think $30 last week. Thank you, John Mosier. Timmy Baltimore selfish. Junior Upchurch. Junior, we hope you get better. My 501c3 partner, she handles the metro area homeless division for me, so we don't ask her to do too much. Plus, she lost her government job, just had to get a new job. Just looking through here, see, there's that's Jason Amos, not Jazzy Jana. Markel's always broke. Matt Atkins. Lance Lumley, every now and then Lance does something. John Van Winkle every now and then does something. Nicole might help us out here soon. Zach Bonifer helped out not too long ago. And Nicole's always good. She helps out when she can. Is Eric Watts a Republican like his dad? I would say I would say he certainly leans that way. We've had discussions to where he wanted to know if I criticize Joe Biden for taking money from the government. I said, well, yeah. If Joe and if Hunter profited off the White House, that's wrong. They shouldn't be doing that. But who am I going to be more mad at? The guy that took $5 million or the guy that took $6 fucking billion is billing the United States for $230 million because he thinks he was improperly prosecuted, even though he was found guilty of sexual assault. I'm sorry, what was the phrase? Well, the judge called it grape. We'll call it grape. They say you're supposed to say that here instead of what the word really is. But he was convicted of sexual assault for what he did to the shop owner when he backed her into a closet and penetrated her. Well, the federal judge in New York says, well, what you did in the state of New York when you penetrate a woman against her will, that is called grape. So you're a grapist, sir. You're a grapist. Convicted. And also convicted of 34 felonies for falsifying records to pay off multiple porn stars, including Stormy Daniels and a couple of others. Multiple. And he also settled out of court with 12 children between the 70s and the 90s. Anonymous released those names. They've done it a few times. But because those names aren't supposed to be released, they keep getting taken down. But they're out there. If you do a little research, you can find them. The names never change. And that's your guy. So, no, if you want me to criticize Hunter and Joe, they did wrong. If they profited off the presidency, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to have your family. But Trump just does it in front of us and dares us to fucking do anything about it. And his supporters think it's fucking funny. So, there you go. Jambi, I'm trying, sweetie. I'm trying. But Eric is a sensible Republican. We had some good discussions at dinner. And but he thinks Trump is a hard worker. I disagree with that. I definitely disagree with that. He's not a hard worker. He's hard at trying to put money in his own pockets. If he's going to benefit from it. But when you're sending out ICE to just fuck with everybody that's got dark skin and doesn't speak English, fuck you. Fuck you and the goddamn, would say what he rode in on, but I doubt he's ever driven a vehicle in his life. Other than the fake ones, he gets behind the wheel and honks the horn like he's a truck driver. No, I'm irked about that piece of shit tonight. But no, I do. But Anthony Scaramucci is still a Republican. He's still conservative. A lot of my friends are. Just don't support a fucking convicted rapist. That's all I ask you to do. And as I pointed out to Eric in a conversation earlier today, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you rape women, sexually assault underage girls, which Trump has a lofty record of both. A lot of people in the wrestling business. A good chunk of fucking Memphis. That was my shame about a lot of the friends I had in Memphis. A lot of them bragged about what they did with underage girls. A lot of them. I got people I'm not friends with anymore that bragged about shit like that. No shame. No fucking shame. Some of them took video of it. And you probably know who they are. So, I didn't see it. I didn't see it happen. That's why I wouldn't go out and party with these guys. That's why when I got invited to a lot of the parties over there here in Louisville, that's why I didn't go. I wanted nothing to do with that shit. So, see if that got us any donations. I know it didn't, but I'll look. Nope, didn't do shit. All right. Well, it's 8:06, and I would like a little time to make me some dinner before the show starts. And apparently no one else is going to do it. So thank you. So I want to thank the 2 people that donated tonight. That'll be nice and quick. Thank you, TC from the NC. Hope you enjoy your Patriots picture. If you want me to, I will try to virtually sign that for you. And feel free to print that out, hang it on you. You can hang it just like I do mine right here. Put that sumbitch on a big vinyl poster and just hang at, and there's the king. Wearing Patriots gear, even though we know he's a diehard Dolphin. But no, I don't think that's any secret with Eric. I don't think he hides that. But we got along great. We really did. And a good guy. I want to make that clear, too. But yeah, Bill, I'm sure Bill's a big Republican. Anybody that thumps the Bible real hard has a tendency to be a Republican. Not all, but if they're really thumping that Bible, and that's my disgrace with Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson is the fakest fucking Christian that ever lived. I know a lot of Christians. I was friends with a lot of them. Paul Bearer, to be honest with you, would have probably been a Republican, but a hell of a good guy. And he walked the walk and talked the talk. There's nobody I thought more highly of than Percy Pringle, Paul Bearer, whatever it is you knew him as, whatever you called him. I always called him Paul. That's what I always called him. And Moody. Moody was his real name. And hell of a guy. Probably would have been a Republican. Whether or not he was supported Trump, I think that would have been the cutoff line with the shit that he's done and been convicted of, and the 12 kids he settled out of court with. I don't think Paul would have went for that shit. I don't think so. Decent people don't. Other people do. So that's what separates me from you. If those are the people you worship and you back, got no use for you. Don't even care if you come here. Don't care if you donate. Because if that's who you are, I don't want shit to do with you. Don't wish you dead. Probably don't even really wish anything bad on you, because if I wish something bad on you, it's probably going to affect other people. So I don't even do that shit. Like the 7 or 8 trollers out there that wish me dead all the time and try to just wish as much harm on me as they can get. I don't play that shit. Doesn't do any good. Because if there is somebody out there I really don't like and wish something horrible on them, it's going to affect other people that don't deserve it. So why would I do that? And no, I'm not a God guy. It doesn't have anything to do with God. I'm not trying to get into heaven, because there's no such thing in my opinion. I'm pretty sure I'm right. But they get you young, as George Carlin said. They get you young to where you just can't possibly fucking believe that you could be. Well, what do you mean there ain't no God? They told me all my life there was. Well, they told you there was a Santa. They smartened you up to that. They told you there was an Easter Bunny. They smartened you up to that. They told you there was a Tooth Fairy. They smartened you up to that. But the other more unbelievable shit, they never smarten you up to, because it's profitable. It's very, very fucking profitable. And that's why it keeps going today. And that's why there's so many crooked evangelists. Just watch The Righteous Gemstones and you'll see what it's all about. John Goodman will show you why the religious right is the way it is. And if you're on the left doing that shit too, shame on you as well. All right, we all been lectured to enough. Y'all sick of my shit by now. So if you watch the show and you give a shit and you want to help these kids and help them get medicine, only 2 of you gave a shit tonight out of the 35, 40 of you that were watching live. Only 2 of you gave a shit. Because all of you had $5 or $10, but 2 of you gave a shit. But there's going to come a day with some things I'm working on where I'm not going to have to do this anymore. And I'm going to have some good people in my corner that are going to let me put an end to this shit and quit begging people to do the right thing and help people that need it. And it's coming soon. And then we're going to do some good shit, and we're going to help people in need. And then I won't have to beg people to cough up $5 or $10. You'll do it because you want to. And there's very few of you. I said good day.